Jeffrey gets another text from her. Things are going so well. He's thinking about what to say next. He's thinking. Wait, I'll double the amount of time that it took her. So it took her 7 minutes to reply to me, so I'll make it 14 minutes, and then I'll reply. He sends his reply and it's a risky one. Are you sure, Jeffrey? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 1 hour, 2 hours? Jeffrey's panicking. He sends another text apologizing. No, Jeffrey. What do you think she's doing right now? Adonis sees poor Jeffrey pulling at his hair. Listen, young Jeffrey, we've all been there. If she was right for you and compatible, then you wouldn't have these problems like her not replying back to you. You shouldn't be with someone who makes you so anxious, but also you should try to figure out why you feel so anxious with most girls that you try to date as well, because that can be your own inner problems that we need to heal from. With Adonis's help, Jeffrey gets onto the path of self-improvement and long forgets the days when he was texting Jessica. I was on my self-improvement forum, so if you don't know, that's the top link in the description. 100,000 guys in there talking about self-improvement. And a young guy asked a question that was so brutal that I wanted to make this entire video. And he was asking the question of, why has this girl who he was talking to and things were going well, why has she just suddenly stopped replying? And he gives the details. You know, they met in school and things are going kind of well, but she has quite a lot of red flags. And then, you know, the texting and things are kind of going good and he feels really awesome and stuff, but then she stops replying and then he's starting to look on her Snapchat story or her Instagram story and he's feeling so anxious. And I remember reading this and I literally sat there and honestly I felt sorry for the kid, and I literally wrote a comment, a reply to him saying like, the higher status you are, the less this happens. I didn't expand on it more than that. I'm going to use this video for this in case it's that young guy is watching this, and also if you're going through this situation where there's a girl you kind of like, but then she's not really treating you that well, or, you know, she's quite distant, or she's making you feel anxious, or she's not replying. What I'm going to tell you is the brutal truth. The more of a top 1% man that you become, just like Adonis, the less that this stuff happens. When it's happening to you, you think it's because of what you said. You think it's because you texted something that you shouldn't have said. It's not. It's never about what you said. It's always about just simply who you are, the level of man that you are. It's that. It's just that simple. I'm telling you right now, when you get to a certain level, whether you believe this or not, right? I'm just telling you the truth. When you get to a certain level, this stuff doesn't really happen anymore. You don't worry about like, oh, why is she not texting back? I promise you, I cannot think of the last time I thought that phrase in my mind of like, why hasn't she texted me back? I can't even remember. It must have been years since that's been like a problem. Now, does that mean that every girl that I've been texting has always replied back? No. Of course, there's going to be some girls that I was texting and they didn't text back, right? Of course. The higher level you become, that happens less. But also, it's kind of like your own brain rewires and you stop seeing it as a problem in the first place. Like if I send a girl a text and she doesn't reply, my brain doesn't tell me any kind of like negative story about it, like at all. I never ever think, oh yeah, you know, it's me and like, you know, what did I text her? I usually kind of just put the blame back on her. Oh yeah, she's busy. Oh yeah, maybe we're not compatible. Maybe she's got diarrhea right now. Ew! What the fuck? Like, it is a possibility, right? It is a possibility. Why not just fucking delude your own brain into actually backing you? Think about this. When you don't know the facts of the situation, whether she's with a different guy right now, or she's in church right now praying, thinking about you, or she's literally got explosive diarrhea, you don't know the fact of the situation. So when you don't know the fact of the situation, you may as well just delude yourself into thinking whatever is actually going to benefit you. I'm telling you right now, every top tier man that I know has got great mind control. They think in their brain the thing that will help them. Weak men, and I don't mean this to be offensive, but guys who are closer to being Jeffrey, which most likely you are, you allow your brain to generate these negative thoughts which make you feel bad. You clicked on this video because you feel bad about some random girl who isn't really even that important to you. She's not your girlfriend. You're not even in love with her. She's just the only girl who's giving you attention right now. And you're allowing this to deteriorate your own mental space. Here's the thing. We can be like male podcasters sat here talking shit about this girl. Oh, Western women and feminism. We can talk about all this shit, but it doesn't fucking matter because what matters is what you have control over. You have control over your own mind. The lesson that I want to teach you in this video is if you are upset over a situation like this, that indicates a poor mindset from you. It indicates that you're sat there anxious, like letting someone else dictate your own thoughts and your own happiness when you could literally, since you don't know, right? If the girl texts you back, oh, sorry, I was just with Tyrone and his penis is inside of me right now, that would fuck him up, of course. But that's probably not what's happened. It's just speculation. It's just worrying. But it's without proof. It's without logic. It's without fact. When you don't have proof, logic, or facts, and all of it is speculation, you may as well speculate something that actually helps you. So when you see that a girl hasn't replied back, this is what I want you to do, right? Shrug your shoulders and be like, oh yeah, she probably has like diarrhea right now. Fair enough. I probably wouldn't really feel like replying either. Now, is that true? It might not be, but at least that doesn't fuck up your mindset, right? It kind of makes you feel kind of strong of like, oh yeah, like girls poo-poo as well, and like they're actually human beings. At least that serves you. At least that doesn't make you sit there and think, oh, she's not replied. Is it because I haven't been mewing for her? How does that help? No, mewing helps, of course, but it doesn't help you to be sat there shit-talking yourself when you don't even know what the real situation is. I could tell you so many times that I was in high school and college, 16, 18 years old, and this was like the topic of my thought in my mind. Oh, this girl hasn't replied back, and this girl texted me something. What should I say back to her? What I'm going to tell you right now is brutal. Most women that you encounter in your life, they ain't all that. It's just the truth. The majority of women that you meet are not wife quality. They're not the kind of woman that is worth you being sat around questioning things for and thinking, what can I change about myself? It's just random girls out there. They're not even on self-improvement. They don't even meditate. They drink alcohol. They fucking smoke vapes and stuff. But like I said, and don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie. The reason why you're hooked on this girl is not because she's some magical princess and she's like wife quality. It's because you got no one else, right? Don't lie. Like, ask yourself this weird question. You told me in a bullet point list all of the bad habits that you know. You know one guy that's fucked her already, don't you? You can tell, whether you think so or not. It's like you pretty much kind of know which guy she's been with already. You've like seen the likes on Instagram or some shit, right? You know that she parties or she does this weird bad habit, right? If you asked what would Hamza, what would this guy rate her out of 10, it probably wouldn't be that high. The reason why a lot of young guys will say about their crush, like, she's an 11 out of 10 is because she's the only girl who's actually replied to you this month, and so she feels special, but you've just got scarcity mindset. Here is the truth. The woman who is right for you, you will not have these kinds of thoughts with her, like, oh, why is she not replying, and oh, this and this. You will not have these thoughts. The woman who's right for you, who's compatible with you, will make you feel loved. You will literally feel awesome through the day. Like when you have a woman who's right for you, as a man, you'll feel this masculine, like zestful energy. It's a weird way to explain it, but it's like, how you feel when you have an erection. Sometimes like the erection, it feels kind of like a dirty one where you need to like jack off. But other times it kind of feels like a strong one. Like you almost like, you don't even need to touch it. Sometimes it just feels nice to have a boner, right? When you have a girl in your life who loves you in the right way, you have that kind of feeling, but like 24/7, like you just feel energetic. Like you feel like a big boner, but it's like you literally just feel like you're energetic. You're like, yeah, life's awesome. Like, let's go penetrate this way. Let's go this way. Let's go do this thing. Let's go do this thing. You're laughing, you're joking with people. That's what it feels like when you've got the right girl in front of you. When you're anxious, when you're overthinking, when you have done this shit where you swipe to the side and you see that you sent your message at 7:47 and she sent her message at 6:55 or some bullshit like that, that's a mental disorder. That proves this person is not right for you, because if she was right for you, this shit wouldn't happen. You didn't ever wish for a relationship where you're checking like what time you sent your message and how long it's taken her to reply. You never wished for that. So then if she's not right for you, why would you waste your mental space on this? The reason why, honestly, this is the promise I'll make to you. I'll never lie or sugarcoat things. You click on my videos when you want some tough masculine love. You want to hear the truth? The reason why you are in this situation is because you are a low status man. It's as simple as that. It's none of this cute shit of like personality. No. You are a low-level man because you have not been on self-improvement and not been like advancing through things like your fitness and money and business and status and confidence like some other guys have. The higher status you are, the less this bullshit happens, and also the less it affects you. High status guys, attractive guys still have girls who don't reply to them, but it's like it doesn't even register in the brains of these kinds of men. It's like you don't even think about it if a girl doesn't message you, because you've got like 25, 50 girls that you're currently in like some kind of messaging with already. The reason why this is fucking up your mental state is because you're a low-level man right now. It's that simple. I could lie to you, oh, you're so beautiful and participation trophy. I'll never fucking sugarcoat shit when you click on my videos. You knew that, right? You always get a brutal slap of reality when you click on these videos, because no one else in the world is going to do this for you. Your father's probably got low testosterone. You had only female obese teachers through school. Your professor's part of the community. The news isn't going to tell you this shit. Most influencers are pussies. Your mother's a feminist. All these girls you meet are harlots. No one's going to look at you in the eyes and tell you the brutal truth of life as a man. The higher level you are, the less this shit affects you. It's as simple as that. It's honestly as simple. And this does not mean, oh, bro, you gotta lock in and make money. Because there's lots of dweebs out here with money who are still in the exact same thing. If you think money's gonna save you from this, it's not. It's the mixture of being like the top 1% man like Adonis, where yeah, sure, money and financial freedom is a part of that, but you also need like your spiritual development where you start to like realize your soul inside of you and you start to live authentically to that. You also need your fitness, your health, your discipline, your mindset, mental health. You need to heal the traumas that have plagued your life and changed your decisions and your personality all this time. That's what makes the top 1% man. That's what makes the man like Adonis. And when you get to that level, this stuff that stops affecting you. So right now you're a low status young man who's going through this shit and you're overthinking about it and you're wasting your potential when you could be switched on and focused on your growth. Not just money, but money with fitness, with mental health, spiritual health, physical health. When you level up all these areas, you will literally become like a new breed of human compared to your previous self. And when you are that new version of yourself, you will be so pleasantly surprised of how, like, I don't mean to make this sound like dirty, but like how easy women get. You'd be so surprised of how upfront women will be about wanting to fuck you when you get to a certain level. You'd be so surprised of how many women at once will be expressing interest and messaging you first on Instagram because you didn't spend time like all the Jeffreys out there worrying about stuff like this. You want extra support with your self-improvement journey? The top link in the description is my free self-improvement forum. You can go there and ask for advice in situations like this. Also, here is a playlist of some of my most popular self-improvement videos, which are perfect for beginners. Click and watch that right now. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.